It is Friday, the 23rd of August. Today is a shot day. I weighed myself this morning and I was 245.6, I believe. Last time it was 245.4, so a 0.2 increase. Not really worried about it because that's basically negligible, right? That does, however, put me at roughly four shots where I've been 245 point something. So that looks like 9 days basically at the same weight, which in the grand scheme of things is not, forever. So not super worried about it. Bummed, but not super worried. Did finally start my period, basically this morning, last night. So I do still feel like a lot of it is just water retention. So I will just keep on with the 5 every 3 days, kind of see how that goes, where that takes me. Health-wise, been feeling fine. Haven't had any palpitations in the last couple days, which I'm pretty happy about. What else? Been having headaches on and off. I think I'm just sleeping weird though, because it feels like it's coming, from the back there. And I took meds for it last night, and then that helped, and it was gone this morning when I woke up. I could potentially not be drinking enough water, so that's something that I need to do more of. I was doing really well there for a while. When I'd wake up, I would drink a good 8 to 12 ounces of water, and I only did that for a couple weeks maybe, and then I got out of the habit of doing it. It wasn't quite a habit yet. So I should probably start doing that again. Haven't had stomach aches. Bloating is fine. Haven't really had the sulfur burps. I've kind of been toying with the idea of stacking either semaglutide or cagrilintide, I think is what it is, or maybe Retta. But I also feel like maybe I should just give it like another couple of weeks at the same pace that I'm doing it right now. Wait till my period's over, see if I shed any water weight or any weight that's not water for that matter, because, who knows. And maybe then after I've gone maybe a month with this, then I'll see about increasing probably. I also have not been eating great. So our local grocery store, Smith's, it's maybe known as Kroger's to other places, or Fred Meyer's, depending on where you're at. They had a Ben & Jerry's sale, and I love me some fish food from Ben & Jerry's. So I have been having ice cream pretty regularly lately. And as much as I don't know that I believe in the calories in, calories out method, it has probably been a fair amount of calories just from ice cream, which is, we both know, not healthy. Or we all know, I should say, not both. Like it's only, you and I watching this, having this conversation. So I need to cut back on the ice cream, which I do know. I finished a pint yesterday, so I will go a few days without, and then, at my next weigh-in, see where it is. The hard thing is, after a few days, I don't know if it would be the ice cream or if it would be the menstrual cycle or if it'd be XYZ. Like there's not a real good way to know about it because you can't go back in time and try different methods and see what the best one is. You can only go forward. Yeah, so I haven't been really watching much of anything lately, even my Scandal. I've been reading a lot the Court of Thorn and Roses series by Sarah J. Moss, M-A-A-S, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's really good. So I've read the first 3, and now I'm on book 3.5 before I go to the 4th book. There's a couple other books that I want to read, though, before I start the 4th one, maybe. The 3rd one it should be almost like a novella, so it shouldn't take too much time. I'm still assuming that I'm starting to work on the 28th, I think. I haven't heard anything to the contrary with Omni. I'm just waiting for that specific email to come through. So there is that. I can't remember if I told you guys, I'm kind of kicking around the idea of reaching out to some of the care facilities here and offering hourly services to like pick up food or take them on errands or, help people with bills and stuff like that. Every time I help my mom, she's always like, you should just do this as a job. She's like, you help me so much. There's probably other people out there who would pay for these kind of services. Like I help her with technical issues that she has with email or setting up template. Oh, I got to do a label template for her. Anyway, things like that. So she's always saying, you should just do this for other people. So I'm kind of toying with the idea of actually trying to turn it into some kind of a small business. Not 100% sure where I would start with that. The first thing I could think of was like care facilities. Like I said, like contacting them and asking if I could put a flyer up or that kind of thing. I've already done that before. I'm a notary. So I've done that before, bringing like business cards in. So I've gone a number of times to notarize like guardianship stuff or wills or whatever. So this kind of could go into that. But I'm trying also to figure out how I would differentiate my services instead of just going to like Instacart or DoorDash or whatever, those kind of services. If nothing else, they would see exactly who would be running them on their errands as opposed to just luck of the draw with DoorDash or Lyft. So I don't know, just something I'm kind of kicking around. And then I could have like a calendar that they could either sign up for services on their own or they could call, and I'd still be able to do, appointments where I needed to with my kids or with my dad or, carpool, things like that. So I kind of think it sounds like a good thing. I just needed, it's overwhelming at this stage. So I just kind of need to get it all together. Man, whenever I sit in this chair with light or dark colored shirts, I blend and then it makes me look like I'm just huge, especially with my arms down. But I do have a shape. It's you can't really tell. But definitely it's not just as it looks, just so you know. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I am struggling with cryptocurrency right now. With a lot of the group buys I'm a part of, they deal with crypto, where in the past maybe they dealt with PayPal or credit cards. But with a lot of the different companies shutting down, a lot of places have moved to crypto. So I was going to make a purchase the other day through Exodus, because that's what I use. But they're like, okay, go through Ramp. Well, Ramp wanted me to verify my identity. So I go to do that with my driver's license, but they wouldn't accept it. And I was like, what is going on? And then I finally figured out it's because my driver's license is less than 3 months away from expiration. Like I've already renewed it online. I'm just waiting for them, I guess, to send me my new card. I'm not even sure how that works. If they just use my old picture, I don't know. But because it was less than 3 months from expiration, they won't accept it as identification. And they don't accept passports as identification. So I've been going to like all these other areas trying to buy crypto so I could pay for this order. And so then I finally went to PayPal because I'm like, PayPal, they have their own currency. It's PYUSD. And then you can convert it. You can always swap it to like Solana. That's what I'm trying to pay with. Nowhere in there did it say, hey, when you purchase this, your account might be put on a hold for a certain amount of time for security reasons or whatever. So I purchased it. And then once it settled, it like pulled from my bank account because I didn't catch that if I used my debit card, it would be like instant. But then it wouldn't let me transfer it out to my Exodus. So I waited multiple days and I was so pissed. So then finally I just sold it back for the same price. So that was nice. It's like a 1-to-1 conversion right now, or always maybe. But now I have to wait 3 days. There's a 3-day hold on sales when you sell cryptocurrency before I can like transfer it back into my bank account. It's just been a cluster, man. So by the time all is said and done, it's going to be like 2 weeks longer than when I wanted to make the original purchase. And then, so that same day, I'd like tried Coinbase and I tried Cash App and I tried all these other things. But then they like, I think it was Coinbase, even though I was verified, like it verified with my driver's license because they didn't care about the 3-month thing. They wouldn't let me purchase anything. It kept saying users not authenticated. So the only thing I could think of is that my driver license address is different than my debit card address, and apparently they both have to match, and you can't use a credit card. You can only use like debit or a bank account. Well, if I go a bank account, it's the same problem that I have to wait multiple days. Who knows? By the time all this is all settled, maybe my card will be here in the mail, and then I can just go through Exodus like I wanted to begin with. But man, I don't like cryptocurrency. I think it's the weirdest thing how it's not actually money, even though I know logically that the US dollar is not actually backed up with like gold or silver like it used to be. It's just printed out money that's meant to stand for something that really doesn't mean anything because there's nothing to back it up. Anyway, crypto, it's not my friend. Eventually I'll probably be an old hat at it, but for now, I flippin' hate it. All right, and that's it for now. Bye.